Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 31st of July 2008. And what I want to do in this part is give my economy a bit of a health check. I also want to get my first shipping line running and also monitor my harvesters so that I can see whether those upgraded combines are going to improve my crop collection, because I think crops are going to become quite important if I'm going to continue to expand. You can see at the moment I've got a population of around 67,350, which means I'm getting closer and closer to that edge where I need more food and more resources spread around my economy. But before we get started, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me so much to think about. Now, somebody did post a response to when I kind of made an aside when I was building the motorway junctions that the game does contain one-way roads, and they're quite correct in saying that. But when I was talking about one-way roads in the context of motorway junctions, this was like single track slip roads, and I think if those were in the games, it'd give a little bit more versatility, because it would reduce the complexity of junctions, because the vehicles going down wouldn't have any choice. They'd just have to go down a single track road. Also, I got a bit of more feedback related to rail distribution offices, and I think this is going to be a developing subject, especially when the next update comes out, because the placing, simply because placing rail distribution offices to get the maximum benefit for moving goods around the map is going to be quite important. Now, I did agree with the observation that if you've got a major area, say here, and you wanted to export all the prefabs, you don't really need a distribution office. You could still do it with a normal manual train. I think that is quite right, but I think it's going to be quite important to balance your distribution offices with respect to your production area, simply because I've noticed that you need your distribution office to be closest to your sources, not your sinks, when it comes to respect to resources, because of this outrun. And for that reason, I've been looking at this. Now, coming into Ollerton, we're going to need to bring in a lot of oil, and we're going to need to send out a lot of fuel. Now, I know these aren't working currently at maximum production, but what I've decided to do is put another rail distribution office in down here. And what this will do is coordinate the supply of dry bulk and prefabs, and possibly even some coal, because we got a coal yard here, and that's the reason why I've put in another rail distribution office down here. It seems very much over the top, but on reflection, I think I've just put too much in this area. But then this was an ideal site to kind of overload the whole map a fair amount, and I think it will work. It just means there's a lot more track laying to be built here. Now, another area where I do want to focus, and I've been thinking about this quite a lot, is this production area here, because the outrun for the construction trains is getting longer and longer. And I really feel that I need to get this area up and running so I can centralize some of my construction, because I think if I can get that done, then life will be a little bit easier. And to that end, what I've done is I've planned a power connection into here from the hydroelectric dam that we built here. So I've started laying in the power. Also, this would be for onward transmission into our new town, which is what I was planning in the last part. And time permitting, we might do a little bit more work on this area here. But the big challenge is just trying to get all this construction work done. Now, the first thing I really want to focus on is, if I give you an update first, and then I'll talk about what we're going to do. I've finally got my fuel supply out here, and what I realised is I didn't build a gas station here. So I built a gas station, got a traffic jam. That looks suspiciously like my gravel area here. Oh yeah, it's again, this has become quite a regular event. It's down to the fact that I've allocated quite a lot of road building jobs, so that the road construction crews are kind of all piling in there. Anyway, back to over here. Where is it? The map's just getting bigger and bigger. So I had to build a gas station here for these fuel trucks, and I've now got fuel into here. And while we're building this supply line through here, which is where I've managed to use the trucks to get the fuel out to here. And one thing I do need to start working on is the oil collection area here, because we're going to need to bring the oil in here and ship it down so that we can make it available. In fact, I just want to do a quick check. I think it is maybe time to get this allocated. I think we'll concentrate on this pipeline here first, because that will produce the oil flow down to over there. Now the complement to that is over here, and we've now got the main infrastructure set up here. We still haven't got the oil pickup point here. We've got the distribution office, again similar to the other side. I forgot that I'm going to need a gas station here, so I've planned a gas station, and I've got the helicopters working on building some of the gravel roads out here so that we can bring this online. Now of course the first thing before we can put some helicopters into here is that we need to get fuel out here, and I think these have all got power. I've set this up for fuel. So what we're going to do now is we're going to buy our first ship, and hopefully this is going to work. I've always had odd problems with ships from time to time. Right, I'm going to buy a ship. See if we can get one in dollars. Right, so we can spend some of these dollars that we piled up. We've got about 18 million. Oops, then again, maybe not. Cargo ships. We've got a caravel. We could use a caravel or a motor schooner, but it won't carry fuel. That's the downside. We've got a motor coaster here. See if we can. I've got a little tanker here that will do 6 knots. I mean, what I want for the moment is I don't want anything particularly too elaborate. I just want something that will move the fuel rather than the oil. Lake freighter. Let's just see. They got this one here. It's $9 million, which will carry 1,542. I don't really want that much. We got a narrowbank boat tanker there. Got a motor tanker here with 9 knots. It cost about $5 million, and it will carry 450 tons of fuel. Because what I want to do in the long term is we're going to need to move fuel to other islands. So what I want is a tanker that will do the routine rather than ship the oil. I think we'll buy that actually. I quite like that. It's got 9 knots, I think, which is probably about one of the best speeds we're going to get for a ship. Yeah, I think we'll buy that. We'll spend some of these dollars, and then what we're going to do is come here, set you up to pick up from there. You're going to pick up this fuel 100%, and then send you all the way across the map. And this is where the game tells me that it won't connect, but else it will. And then what we'll do for the moment is we'll set this to wait until unloaded, and then there. And of course this is going to be a bit painfully slow, so what I want to do is just follow it so that it for its first journey. The pathfinding in this game can be a little bit strange when it comes to ships. Where he sailed out almost like he was going to sail into that port. So, I'm just going to follow this for a little while. Right, here we are. We're just approaching the fuel jetty. And obviously my ship decides that it needs a bit more maneuvering room before it comes alongside, and we'll just let him come in, and we'll see whether he actually loads fuel. He should load fuel. It just, I mean, one of the problems with ships is that they are very much a long-term transport system, where you need to carry quite large quantities in order to be able to ensure that things will go. So this ship can carry 450 tons of fuel. I don't know if there is 450 tons of fuel in here. There's only 42, so thank you again. We loaded 3 tons. I think that's because he's not picking up from there. We need to get this bit finished as well. So at the moment it's not going to be very efficient. So what I do need to do is get this all connected. Oops. Get all these connected up. So we got that done, and we've got the power cables installed, so we're good there. So we need to get that connection built there. So he's not exactly going to carry that much fuel at the moment. We're just going to let him run, because at the end of the day we're not really ready on the other side to get things done, so he can just run backwards and forwards. Let's get that route established. Now the next thing I want to do is keep an eye on my progress in this area, or more this area actually, because we've now got the new combines in here. You can see I've got 2 new combines and one of the older, slower ones in here. And I just want to see whether these guys will clear the fields quicker. It looks like they are, because we're only on the 24th of August and we're already working our way through these fields, so it looks like it might make a difference. The other thing I've also done here is I've planned this, but it's not allocated yet. I've planned another distribution office here, which needs to be built. And the idea is that the crops that come into this silo will be shipped down to Knife Edge for the food supply, rather than going up to supply the crops to the closed factories. But I think the new combines in here are making a difference. I mean, we've got 4 in here. Of course, in here we've got 3, and they're certainly clearing out the farms a lot quicker. In fact, the rate they're going, it's going to be, although I'm not exactly sure. I think possibly that this one is picking up some of the crops from here and taking it up to here. Yeah, so we've got a good flow going. We may need to adjust this office here over time. Now the next thing I want to check is that we've now got a building here, which is should be getting a lot more workers into here, which means these train sets. Look at that, we've got workers on here, and what they should be doing is we should be getting a lot more workers into here as and when. Yeah, look at that. And what that should do is keep the jolly old steel mill going. Yeah, you can see we're gaining now, where before we got in a point of equilibrium, and of course it means that we should also be getting a few more workers into this area to produce the trucks that I need. Yeah, we've got a couple of combines in here, but I'm not gonna mess around with my thing. Oh, we got a couple of what we call it's in here, and I think you guys need to trundle all the way over to here. Yeah, or one of you does. Seem to have built two. So you need to come over to here. Don't think you guys actually, at the moment he's only got these 3 fields here, but at the end of the season what we'll do is we'll take away at least 2 of these fields and put them onto this one here, but the only trouble is this is not ready yet. I think maybe we do need to get some work done on that. We've still got problems in this area with respect to electronics. This is what's keeping the happiness low in this area, but I don't think there's much I can do about it at the moment. How many people did you pick up? 43 workers. I think what he's doing is taking the workers to this rail construction yard here, which is keeping this busy. I'm starting to think that I might be able to send another rail construction train out here. Either that or I could buy one, but the problem's going to be is where it needs to work. Let's have a look. Because what I want to do is possibly, so you finished this section's of track, you do need to work on those sections of track. Just see, yeah. For some reason it's got the same job on both. Just let's make sure that the train, oh no, it's building both sections here. Because what I'm trying to do is electrify through to about here, so that this section of track can be built separate from this section. And then I think I've planned the crossover's been built here, and then the idea will be is that this will push out this way. We do so that eventually all this will be electrified. The only thing I haven't got at the moment is we don't have components out here, but I'm kind of waiting to get all this electrified so that we can start filling in this area here. And then what that should do is make life a little bit easier here. At the moment we don't have workers or the various bits of equipment, but well, we can fix that. The other thing I've done here is I've put a fire station on this corner, so that's looking good. We're actually starting to build out our road junctions here, which is looking good. Just go over and see if my ship's done a delivery. Let's see if he's put a whole 3 tons of fuel. Okay, where's the... He's probably still coming here. See where he is. Right. Here he comes. Got a traffic jam. He's still kind of wending his way towards us. Where's this traffic jam? What's going on here? Okay, you're delivering meat, you're delivering food. Okay, obviously that was a little bit of a problem. I think that's the first time I've had a traffic jam there. But that's the way it goes. This construction office has become a little bit redundant, but I'm reluctant to knock him down just yet, just in case I need some extra building done in this area. We still haven't quite finished the roads here with my construction crew. I suppose we could do a little bit more work on the roads here. I've kind of neglected these recently because it's been distracted doing other things. This road comes in from that side, so we could probably put a road there as well. Just make sure. I mean, this isn't really 100% necessary. This is more me just for completeness is probably the polite way of saying it. So let's just let's see how the harvesters are going now. Yeah, this area here is. I mean, it's doing okay. I mean, it's keeping the trucks busy, which is good. I mean, we're on the 16th of September, and we've got. I think we might be able to expand these farms a little bit, actually. If this is, I mean, this is pretty encouraging, actually. I think that extra miles per hour for harvesting is making a difference. The big factor is this farm here, whether this farm collects everything that it needs, especially these two fields up here. If it doesn't, this farm will take on another one of these fields. And of course there's this one here as well. It'd be nice to get this one completely cleared as well. A little bit of an inroad here. So that is looking good. We'll come back over to. I want to keep an eye on Stilton's food supply. This is our vulnerable area. Got 51 tons in here, and we've got alcohol, and we've got some electronics that need distributing as well. So generally things are going okay, and we'll just got. Now we are building a school and a kindergarten here to get our loyalty up. I haven't really checked the loyalty. I've been ignoring it for a little while. So let's just see how good the loyalty is. What is the average loyalty? It's 73%. So if we take a look, the 74%. I don't think we're going to get it much higher until we start putting in personal cars and one or two other things which we need, but I'm quite happy with that at the moment. How's the crime rates? Oops, looks like we've got a bit of a crime rate. The courthouse is there. Starting to wonder, because where is my police station? I can't remember where I put it. I'm just wondering whether the police station is being overloaded. But it seems to be under control, so I'm not going to push that. Let's just have a look at the crime situation across the map, as we got here. Everyone's pretty law-abiding by the look of it. And how's the prison situation? Oh, we've just had a little bit of a crime cycle here. 150 prisoners in there, and of course what we've got is my other two prisons over here. 161 in there, 116 in there. We lost one prisoner last year because we're obviously not getting enough people in here to work the prison. But I think we actually put these are in walking distance. Oh, I thought you were in walking distance of the prison. I think something might have got... Oh no, you're in walking distance. You're not. So you guys... I've got a feeling what I need out here is a bus station. Because these people... We've got a lot of people without a job out here. So what we need here is a bus station. Full one just to pick up the... where it's going to tell me that it won't. Oh no, it will do it. Okay. I think if we put you out there and then pick you out, bring you into about there, and just accept that, and then pick up the road crew here. You guys can build this. Oh, we've already picked it up. That's good. Okay. And put a little path into there. Make sure this guy picks up as well. What I'll be able to do then is pick up the workers from here and either bust them over to my mines, which are starting to work at a reasonable efficiency. So if we can get a few more workers into there, and of course a few more workers into the prison as well, that will make things go. Let me just take a look at my tanker. Tanker's on the way back, so that means we've probably got a whole 3 tons of fuel in here. No, it's actually filling up this first. Okay, that's going to be a potential problem. Well, yes and no. So it's obviously going to fill this up first. So we do need to get these connections built ASAP. But that'd be okay. I'm not too worried about that. Have a look. I think... Yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit with the ship, but I think it's just fun to have a ship running backwards and forwards. Let me just check this. I think it's time to check the rail. I think this guy's confused. Ah, electro components. Yeah, okay. I don't want you on that job. I want you building these. You're not electro component material. Remove these. Someone else is going to build those. There you go. Yep. Yeah, I want the other guys to be doing the electro component bit at the moment because they're a bit more set up for that. They don't really want to haul electro components out here by truck. It's bad enough having to haul this out without having to haul the stuff for the electro components. The electro components will come when we can get the truck rail out here. Let me just see. We need to get... I mean, these guys are just coming such a long distance now. And you're down to 2. This guy's laying the track that way. You're laying the track in this way. Right, that's good. That means that the missing train is not working in this area, which probably means he's built out to... Whoops, where are we? Probably means he's built out to the, yeah, he's built out to this terminal here. I think what we'll do is, we'll get him pushing out this way, because I think it's going to be quite important to get the track laid here, because I do want to build a marshalling yard here for delivering key resources to this area. Although I am considering using this for supplying the food and various bits and pieces to here. And that's why I've put a gas station and a distribution office tucked in here, so that we can get that done. Because that will mean that we'll be able to get this small town. The idea is going to be we'll build this as a small town, expand this way towards our chemical industries and stuff over here. Over time. So much to do, so much to do. Just let the game run again, because I'm very interested in hitting this date here. Overall, how are we doing? Actually, I've just had a thought with this motor tanker ship. We just have a thought. I think for the moment, to stop him running backwards and forwards, I think we're just going to put him there and tell him to wait until loaded. And we'll set this to about 20%. And what that should mean is that this guy will sit here until such time as this is built. And then that means that things will work. That ship won't be running backwards and forwards, burning fuel unnecessarily. In fact, I've just had a thought. We've got plenty of spare tankers, which I bought in, or built, not bought. So I built a load of tankers for some reason. I can't even remember why I built them now. Okay, you go to there and run. And of course, the first thing he's going to do is go off and get fuel. We'll wait for him to come back. While we're doing that, we'll just take a quick look at electronics. And we've got some electro components here. Just thinking, I don't really want to steal electro components from here. Although, what would be the carry capacity of the covered hull? I think we'll send you to there as well. Okay. Right. This is going to be a little bit of a long distance journey, but what we're going to do is we're going to tell him pick up fuel from there, come down to here, stop, and wait until unloaded. What that should do is keep this full, and if he's waiting to be unloaded, what he should do is put the extra fuel into the ship and build the ship up. That's the theory anyway. I've never really done it that much. What's this guy doing? He's... See, the trains here are just taking all the available oil and shipping it over to wherever it's got to go. Anyway, while we're in this area, I just want to take a look at... It's taking forever to build this. Let's see. We got this little bit still to build, and we got these little odds and ends to build. Hopefully through the winter we'll get this done. and then all it means is then I would have to get into here. This back curve's going to be, I'll probably build this automatically because I'm getting to a point now where I don't want to mess around building back curves and stuff like that. In fact, I think I'll build it now actually. I know some of you will say it's cheating, but I think we're in a point in this series now where certain things need to be done to get us ready for the next update. So we'll just build that. I mean, it's not like I'm short of cash. The money is rolling in. Of course, I was checking my rail construction offices, and I'm not sure if these guys are fully occupied. I mean, I have been tempted to possibly put another construction train out here, try and speed the process along, but there's also part of me that says, well, what's the point? Right, this guy is, where are you working on? You're pushing out quite hard there. I think that's now built here. I think we need to start building these now. Start pushing that out. So I think this is now electrified to this point. So we need to electrify up through here, but we can work on that bridge for the moment. And then we need to push out this way with crossover as well. I think we need to build this bit, not sure, and then put a crossover in, say around here or here, so that we can then push out this way even more and get all this built in. I think that will work. Must admit, I thought I'd electrified this area here, but this isn't actually built. That's okay. So things are coming together. Let's just have a look at my economy. I haven't looked at that for a little while. Last month, so we're making about 13 million a month at the moment. Exports, our biggest one is steel, followed by mechanical components. Clothes was the top one last month, but we didn't do any steel. This month we're doing steel. I think it's fluctuating according to what the trains are doing. Import wise, why did I import? Oh, I just built that track, didn't I? That confused me. So we're importing a few electro components. I'm not exactly, oh, that's because I built that track, didn't I? So plastic. So the big one is still electronics, because at the moment we're not producing anywhere near enough electronics to keep the economy going. So I'm just wondering, I'm a bit worried about my new town. I'm just thinking, say for example, I built one. Okay. You go to there. You go to there. It's going to be a very, very long haul, though. You're going to pick up electronics from there. We might as well get it direct from the horse's mouth, and then we're gonna only got the one down here. You're gonna deliver electronics. What's the store? How much? You're only 3.5 tons, so I think we'll set that to 100%. I think that's the only food shop we've got in this area. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll start getting a few electronics in here to make these a little bit happier. I mean, it's not going to make a major difference, but I think it will be there. It says 17 citizens unable to participate in sport. Up with the sport again. 8 citizens. I mean, I don't want to haul alcohol all the way out here. Yeah. I'm sure I've got sports facilities here. Kindergarten. An athletics club here, but there's nobody going to it. Maybe it's not sophisticated enough. I'm thinking that we got a couple of tennis courts in here. Again, no one's going to it. I wonder if that's because they're all spending all their time trying to get electronics. This is one of the problems with the mechanics of the game. You've got a shortage of something, say meat or food or clothes, or in this case electronics. That they spend all their time kind of looking around to finding the electronics, but they don't get enough time to do the other bits and pieces. The other thing I just want to check as well, well, we are slowly getting rid of the boards in this area due to the construction, and so that's working as well. Let's just have a look at this farm, because again this farm had a problem harvesting. Yeah, we got the newer harvesters on here, combines on here. So we'll just see how this we've got. Well, this guy's going. This guy's actually. Ooh. I think we might need some more trucks out here to get the crops over to here, because we're getting losses now here due to the fact that this is flat. This is going to need a distribution office as well, isn't it, to take once this is built. These guys are pulling the crops over to here fairly quickly, so and we got piles and piles of food here. We've got to find some way to get the food sent out, but of course until this rail connection is made, so we're not really going to be able to do that. We've still got a lot of track. When we're not that far away, I think we're going to breach in from here probably quicker than we will from the other side, but we just need to keep all this moving forward. Where did I assign you? But we need to get all this built in here fairly quickly. Probably going to need to build a back loop to get this built out to here. I don't think this has actually got a connection. What type of power connection do you need? No, I think you're an HT1 T1. We've got this built here. We got here what? Are you building that? No, for some reason you've not picked that road up. Wow. Okay, you get build that. We're gonna need a voltage splitter. I've got this here. We need to put some power up to here. Actually, we just look at something. Yeah, bring in power from there to here. I've put in these two here. I think what we're going to need here, because these are just the normal substations, so what we need here is a power transformer. We're going to need something a little bit like that. so that we can run the power into there. I think, oh, okay, we need it to go green. Actually, can we get this? No roads over here. Oh, go on, game, you can do it. Oh, there we are. We get a road in there. We'll put a gravelly road out to there, and then go the full 18 megawatts into there, and then we'll run I think I can run a 6 megawatt out from here, run you up to about here, and then we'll get you to connect to there. Now we need to get the power down into here from here. Let me just see, is this allocated? That's not. Okay, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but it's going to be quite important to get this built into here and connected to here. We certainly need that built and that built. Probably don't need the power to the... What that will do is bring the power into here, which will allow us to start powering up this area, especially the concrete and asphalt production and anything else that needs to power in here as well. We're going to need the helicopter platforms and stuff as well. I think that would be good. I mean, these guys are still keeping the crops flowing and up to here. Well, that's November. Let me just check my other farming areas. Now, as far as I know, food fill is good. You've got 2,400 in there. You've got 2,000 odd in there. The meat is good. Now this looks a little bit more encouraging because we let me just check the fields are being cleared, so I think putting those new combines in, considering we're on the 18th of November. In fact, I'm a little bit tempted to put this field back in again now. I think I will. I took it out because it was never being harvested, but I think maybe we can sneak you back in again. The mud road, I think. You're the bonus field. Then add farm. Add you on, ready for next season. So yeah, I think the combines are making the difference here. So this will clear for this year, and wow, yep, definitely make a difference, because before we weren't clearing all these fields every harvest cycle. Now we are. We've got 5,000 tons in there, and we've got 1,100 tons in here. Just check. This is a new field. These are 2 new fields for next season. Nice to get another field in here, actually. If we can squeeze another. Thank you, game. Always wanted snow. Gonna come in here, is it? Okay. I've run out of space, haven't I? Oh, it went a little bit green there, but it's It's overlapping on that field, isn't it? So, oh well. This farm was only intended to take the overflow from that. And let me just see. This farm is finished. This has got 4,000 tons in. This is my. Who told you to build that? And that. That's annoying. But we've now got this production finished. For some reason this is slowly being built. Probably because we're building all this stuff. I thought I turned off the auto detect on this. Wait, no wonder I'm not building what I wanted to build. Wait, cut it out. I want this built. Okay, let me just see what this guy is. I think you're the... Yeah, you're building that. That's all I want you to build, plus this one. So that we got some nuclear fuel capacity being built, but not a massive amount. And, oh, I put the road into here. Bit of a fail. Put that in there. Near gravel road, so you guys should be able to pick that up and build it. Yep, you've done that. And we've got a power connection to here. So this needs to be built because we need to power the buildings in this area. So we've got to kind of do a little bit of reverse psychology here. I think that will cover... I think this covers the main area here. Yep. So this one power substation here will provide all that's necessary for this. This is now finished. We've got limit. Yep. Yeah, that was a major fail. I've got resources that I've put into here. When there's a good chance I'm going to have to knock it down when the new update comes. That's annoying. Right, so we've got losses here, but that's understandable because this area was a little bit messed up. And we got a little bit of loss over here. Okay, so we need to rebalance. It's going to slow the game. Okay. Got the big grain silo here, which is it filled up, so that might explain why we might have a problem here. Let's see what the field allocate. Yep. So what we need to do. Yeah, at the moment this the main farmer's trying to pick up all these fields. And this guy's got this over here. But what we need to do is you can take those 3 fields back and possibly you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to take 6 here. Yeah, because you didn't harvest everything, but you've now got full complement there. That means that this farm should be a bit more efficient, and then we can balance things out. You're actually included in here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields, and then you take the rest of the fields. The only thing is, I don't think I've put in here is a distribution office to haul the to pick up the crops, have I? So we're going to need a distribution office here to pick up the necessary crops. Also, we're going to need another distribution office to send the crops to the silo. So we need 2 distribution offices in this area. So that needs to be built. I think we put one there, one opposite that. Right, where's the nearest gas station? We've got a gas station there, which is... They'd have to get to it. They need to go all the way around there. I don't want to build another gas station, so let me just see. Can I get a... Oops. I think originally I planned to put a road through here, and I never quite got round to it. Let's just do it with gravel. You come through here. You can come there. And the next thing we'll do is we'll just upgrade it all the way through. And then hopefully... Actually, no, we'll get the helicopter crews on this. That should be close enough to here to be able to supply the fuel here. We need these built. Again, I'm just gonna, for speed purposes, so I know I shouldn't be doing it, but that's the way it is. And again, I'm aware that I'm going over time, so what we're going to do is just take a quick look at my slightly inefficient shipping. Like, this guy's sat here with the fuel. What happened to my ship? Oh, you're the... Oh, where are you? So it looks like he's actually been out. Are we actually getting any fuel out here, or so I'm just wasting my time? Right, we've actually started to fill that up. And we're getting a little bit of fuel now flowing into here. So, right. So what I'm going to do is, I think we're in a position now that I can set this up so that we can get it running. I'm going to have to buy a couple of tankers out here because we don't actually have a problem. I don't think we need really super big ones, do we? Because they're only going to work in this local area. What we got here, I think a couple of these should do 7 tons of fuel. Now, the problem we are going to get is whether we're going to need to pick up from here fuel. Just occurred to me. That's built. Okay. And the other place you're going to need to deliver is to the gas station. You can keep them both 100%. Actually, no, we'll put them at 50% to start with. We've only got about 13 tons of fuel. And I think we'll start with one helicopter. We're just going to buy the helicopter here. Oops, nope, not there. It looks like we've got a bit of a fluctuating power supply, but that's okay. Yeah, we might need an extra wind turbine here. Because I don't think we've got that much in the way of wind, have we? Oh, we got a little bit of wind, but I think I'm going to put an extra wind turbine here. Just to guarantee the power supply. Let me get you on the end here. Should we put you there? I'm just going to hit the infrastructure. You built and just connect you up with a mud road. Don't need anything. You can see here. Yeah, I mean there's a lot going on here, plus we got this great big thing here as well. I'm not sure whether that will be in range. No, so this could be an issue. Right. You're going to store oil. This might need its own separate power supply. Because I forgot how much power this could draw. So we're going to need to put in another big wind turbine. Or I could keep stacking these up and put another kind of terminal thingy bob here. I think that might be the better option. So I think if we put another one in there, framework, let's hook you up there. Keep stacking these up. I was going to have to cross over. Again, work. Need to build you, and you. And what we need to do also now is start pushing the happens here. Oh, you that's about saying it goes underground. We need to start now building this out. Pipeline, underground, above ground. I think I'll just allocate these. This is an area that we do need to get working fairly efficiently. Why are you not connected? We underground again. Yep, goes without saying. I think that's enough to be going on with, but this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.